Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome back to some more Project PITT. I've got a crushing headache, but I've got ducks to wrangle, so let's wrangle. Oh right, I cleaned up some amount of this. Do we want to clean up a little bit more? You know what? Maybe I do. It's kind of messy here. I got an achievement for having 50 some odd loose assets, and I feel judged for that, so... I don't know, let's start with a bit of quick sweeping while we wander around for a bit. Let's see, I can toss these in. Yeah, unfortunately, an amount of the ducks coming down the duck chute are kind of bouncing out. I'm thinking I might put a couple of diagonal panels so they specifically end up in that corner. Probably. We'll see. Okay, let's go back to this corner first. Yeah, one thing that I have to watch out for is I think the physics freaks out sometimes with the duck chute. Because I loaded the game up to do the sweeping cleaning, and it clogged. So I might have to keep an eye on duck chute for a while. Other reason why I wanted to come out here is there's probably at least a couple of panels that we've just like got lurking. That's not where I told you to be. Me? That's confusing. All of this is confusing. What the heck is this connecting to? There shouldn't be anything there. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not even gonna think about it. Whatever's up with it, we can manage that at a later date. And by later date, I mean after I've cleaned up the myriad ducks that have just kind of collected out here. And then we're gonna have to figure out how to cash register. The problem is the ducks, while they're not circular, they're round-ish. Sorry. They're roundy-ish, which makes it much easier for me to send them, like, through a chute without having to worry about them getting hooked on something or stuck. It's a lot tougher with something like a cash register that is angular in nature. And so I'm actually a little unsure of how I'm going to approach this one, but it's fine. I'm sure I'll figure it out quickly. The other reason why I want to do this is because it is kind of fun to come out and collect a duck ball. And now that I have the duck chute, we're not going to have a whole lot of duck ball. I do question whether or not I needed to do any of this. Sometimes it might have actually just been better to have like 5 or 6 magnets all tied together. Oh, there's another panel. And another panel. Yeah, just have a bunch of magnets all kind of strewn, tied together, so that I could potentially... Oh, yeah. Yeah, so every once in a while this gets stuck. I might just need to put another fan or two here, that this might just not have enough oomph. Because that causes a real mess if I leave it. And so I kind of want to avoid that if at all possible. Alright, there we go. Be a nice, comfortable duck pile. Should clean up most of them. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to put this over here. I had a couple of panels that have sailed into the wild blue yonder. And I should figure out what to do with them. I also have these ducks. They might just live there for the time being. I don't want to spend too much time cleaning. So, what am I doing here? Huh. Okay, this is gonna yell at me if I get too high. Yeah, there's a duck up there, inside that thing. And supposedly there's a number of interesting or meaningful secrets that can be found. I don't know what they are, and I don't know if it matters. Okay, so we've got the magnet, turn that on. Let's see what I can do with my money before I do too much more. So, slide. Movement speed. Oh, slide. Or sprint and crouch. Huh. Throw. I think I'm gonna max out throw. We'll grab luck, because that's worth money. Go back to products, auto machine. So we've maxed out auto duck generation. So let's grab a couple of these like really basic upgrades that I've been ignoring that are probably going to give me an amount of money. Okay. So now the combo lasts a lot longer, decays a lot slower, and just gets slowly boosted up. Sign that reports a live metric. Interact to change the metric. Sure, I'll turn that on. Bumper, golf club, some other things. We can make a level 3 box. We can make the level 2 panel. It's just a bigger panel. Where is the productivity display? Oh, it's this thing. I really wish they would, like, had, like, a really overt snapping point on this, but... well... I guess one option I have... we can put that up there, where it's largely out of the way. So, what this is doing, and the reason why I wanted to set this whole thing up in the first place, is now we have a perpetual combo and chain going on. Each are going to give me some amount of multipliers. It's not a huge amount, but once I start introducing other products into this system, it should hopefully be a lot more. I should go find where my broom landed. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if the magnet actually has, like, a meaningful effect. It doesn't seem like it does. So, options that I have, we could buy a bigger box. I have no idea what that would look like with these things. But a bigger box could potentially let me collect a bunch of them together. The problem is they don't move, they don't roll. They're big, they're chunky, and they're a pain in the ass. Okay, so the magnet does actually affect them poorly. Not worth it. This is why I wanted to upgrade my ability to throw things. 13,000 combo. Yeah, the perpetual duck chain combo means we are going to potentially be making obscene amounts of money here. Just purely from the fact that this is never going to exactly stop. Which, for good. Okay, so I'm going to build a big panel. Just to see what it looks like. Where is it? Where did it land? I also want to see about upgrading my ability to jump. No, that's the fan. Oops. Oh! This is a big panel. Huh. Yeah, so it actually would not have saved me any money. A big panel is the equivalent of, what, 4? Its big benefit is the fact that it is stunking huge. So, one thing I can do... Actually, I want to get a second... I might want to get a fan or two. Now that we're here. And that is... This is just the level 1 fans. You know, we might actually want to... Oh, I know what I can do. That might actually be helpful. Valuable? Let's see. Put that there and turn that on. Just to give it a little bit more oomph. Hopefully we won't need more fans. The main point is just to prevent it from ever locking in there. But yeah, because of perpetual duck shoot, we just have a permanent, possibly slowly scaling chain. Which makes a lot of this extremely valuable. You know what? Looking for things that might work. Let's try big box. Holy smokes. What other upgrades can I grab? Next level jump? Sure. Crouch? Sure. Block? Sure. I'm just gonna buy whatever. Where the heck did the box go? Damn. Big cushion box. Okay. Well. This has some options, but the big one is it's big enough to fit these suckers. Let's see if this positioning is good. Perfect. So what I think I'm gonna need is some kind of like actual mechanical elevator to put these things on, because they have some degree of physics that they lock themselves to. My broom. Let's see if I can actually use the broom here. No. Okay. I should not do that. Okay. I'm gonna do that. One, hopefully it'll help the, oh, I don't know. Go back in here. Might actually want to. Move this in a little. Why does it snap there, out of all places? I am confused. Yeah, the reason why I want to do this is hopefully just any duck coming down this just gets trapped. I don't really know what to do with that section. I mean, it's okay if we have some ducks stacking up there. I think I'm just going to leave this as is. There we go. Because, yeah, that should just hopefully cut down on the amount of ducks that are landing around this side. Because it'll shunt them over that side a little bit. I mean, it seems to work. Okay. Oh, that jumping upgrade is huge. Yeah. Okay. So I got that in position. Let's see what I can do with it, because ultimately I don't really care to be doing too much work here. Okay, sprint and slide, eh. Tools. Trading terminal. Recycle all tools or products in the room for a fraction of its cost and try to get more from them. Don't blink though. I don't really care. Crafts. Okay, crafting speed for this. Oh, is that bar how long I have before I unlock the next one? Maybe. Still, that was a huge... Oh. Eventually we're going to want to auto this, but... Well, not that we can. I almost kind of wish the auto producer for ducks was something that I had to manually automate somehow. I don't know. Not everything needs to be automated here. It just feels like I will always happily take more. We also did get a shiny cash register, which is kind of nice. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Okay, now I'm not seeing any ducks here at the moment. Maybe we can just toss these here. Oh. I don't know. I think we keep it as it was. I'll just probably want to put some more panels there. Well, I certainly have the panels. Okay, and we're making obscene amounts of cash. More than I know what to do with. Yeah, we got these here. Yeah, unfortunately, I think because I have the diagonal, it won't let me. I don't know, man. I get why. Yeah, let's just do this. I'll have like an awkward elbow. I'll probably just take some of these and see if I can put them diagonally in as well. Like, really lock this off. Oh, I don't know if it needs to be diagonal. Looks like I need to get another fan. Well, get another. I have one. There it is. Okay. How's the... Looking good there. But yeah, I'm gonna need something just like right about here to make sure none of them are collecting in that corner. There we go. Alright. So, all things considered, this is working shockingly well. I was worried that I was putting in an absurd amount of work into something that wasn't going to pay out, but no, this is great. Velocity monitoring active. Okay, so we still don't have that. What else do we have? Because he keeps telling me I'm getting new things. Box level 4 costs 1.5 million. Speed radar. Monitors product velocity. Products exceeding recommended deployment speed are eligible for hazard pay upon consumption by the maw. I'll buy one of those. Where'd it go? I have no idea. I made a big clunk. It's this thing. Okay. So that's going to give me a mild amount of money. Nothing huge, but like... I'm not going to say no to something that is just passively giving me cash. So our next issue mostly boils down to the fact that I don't have an easy way of automating these things. The big panels are going to help. A lot. And we do seem to have a bunch of ducks that are starting to catch up here. $26,000 bonus. Damn, dude. Now, if we can get anything else that boosts my duck production, that chain's gonna get even more upsettingly large. Or anything to boost my combos. Yeah, okay, so we still do actually have some ducks flying out here. Well, all things considered, I do have a big panel. Not that I need it hugely, but I can at least get it to limit where things go. Box. Okay. Well, other thing that I can do. We have all of these. Move that up a little. Let's see, is that the correct alignment? Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to tear some of this up just to give myself a little bit more walkway. We have all these walls that we don't need anymore. That are kind of largely just in my way. And so I'm thinking I just make secondary duck chute. Even if I'm not going to be using it, it'll at least be there if I decide to, for any number of reasons. And I'm actually really disappointed. Now that I'm thinking about it, I like the idea of the cash registers, kind of, because they're a logistical problem. But it does feel like it's kind of a wasted opportunity. We totally could have had like full metal duck that are like bigger, or like punk ducks that have, I don't know, man, just stuff pointing off of them. Like a factory that is designed entirely, or is dedicated to dealing with increasingly obtuse ducks. But as is, it's fine. Okay. Question. Where did that go? Nowhere good. There we go. Yeah, they were stuck in it. There's one thing I was thinking about is I could seal off this entire passage and then actually fill it with bumpers. Maybe. Maybe. I don't think I can rotate a bumper. Oh, I can. Okay. That changes a lot of things, actually. Because here's the thing about the bumpers. They increase value by, like, 50% every time you bump on one of them. There is diminishing returns, but having a fully locked off duck corridor that is full of bounce. I'll think about it some more. Yeah, unfortunately, the panels are a little unruly, pulling them out of this. Yeah, it looks like I have to do it very piecemeal. That's fine. Because, yeah, this is going to give me just just a ton of space. Look at this one. Okay, there we go. Ton of space. Really, it's just going to give me a lot more room to walk around. Okay. Yeah, while there is some amount of ductritis that is kind of building up here, plaque, cholesterol, I don't know. Look, I've got a splitting headache. You guys can come up with what kind of maladies is potentially affecting the duct machine. Okay, here's the question. And it seems to go. Yeah, they go all right. Okay, do I want to just get several more panels? I mean, I think so. Because, yeah, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At least 9. 9 panels. That's not bad. What else have I bought? Broom level 2. Sure. And it might be bigger. And I'm actually going to grab 2 of the big panels. Because here's the thing. They're coming... They're coming in hot from here. And so I'm thinking, what if I make a big panel shoot? Effectively just to be like, hey, I've been suffering from these things flying everywhere. If they land over a little bit, that'd be lovely. Well, okay. I guess otherwise it just ends up looking like a goofy hat. Honestly, though, maybe the goofy hat is the way to do it. Is it lined up? That is lined up. Because, yeah, goofy hat should at least make an amount of things come off. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Are we good? We're good. Mega combo protocol upgraded. We currently don't have a combo. I think I can guess why. Well, I'll fix it in a bit. No, it's not here. Where's the blockage? Blockage is here. Is this one of those situations that... Nope, they're just stuck. Alright, well, I got a bigger broom. There we go, that's good. And yeah, it seems like just routinely sending down a large cluster of them kind of clears out the rest of the crufts, which is what we want. Yeah, it'd be lovely if I could get something that automatically manages, or like automatically activates the manual crafter, so we can have double auto, but unlikely. Okay, that's working. Here's the problem. There we go. So the other problem is, while we have these two linking up, we actually don't have, we don't have any fans on the manual crafter. So that's something I'm going to have to manage. I was really hoping to get the bigger fan. But I also don't think we need as many. Yeah, it seems like if I put it on this side, it doesn't need anything because it's touching just enough. Okay, let's... Yeah, seems like this works. So yeah, if I really wanted to, I could sit here just manually running this, and it would double my duck production. Or a little bit more, actually. And it looks like they just go straight through the system. Sick. That is what I was hoping for. Okay, so next up, combos. Mega combo. After 100 items fed, activate mega mode for 70 items, all bonuses 2.5. Sure, chain combos. Boost it up. Do you want to get mega combo level 2? Sure. Can't get level 3 yet. Let's see, crafting value for cash registers. Nothing left for the ducks. Boost the next level of luck. Crouching, sliding, and sprinting. Okay. Next question. Big room? Damn. Damn, dude. Okay. So next issue is actually kind of basic, though I think I might want to wait for the bigger fans. Okay, this broom is fantastic, but also maybe a little powerful. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna take one of these. Put it right there. A little bit of a cross breeze may keep them from falling out or flying out too much. Because this slows it down right at the ending. And yeah, that should work. Hopefully. I'll need some panels too. Let's go grab the big box though. Alright, reset that. Make everything good. Put this here. And now we just want to make some cash registers. Because we've got the big chain, we've got... I mean, pretty much everything else we could possibly need here. Now it's just getting as much money as we possibly can squeeze out. And it seems like a box full of cash registers is worth a ton. Whenever I do it, it does give me a lot. I think I can get the last one. Yeah. Okay, now here's the real question. Can I... Yes. Beautiful. Okay, tools. Press. Hydraulic press level 1. Oh, that's nice and big. Alright, broom. Goes in. Where's my old crate? Throw this in. Magnet. It's cute. I like it. It also goes in. Actually, does the magnet? No. Let's not. Okay, the big cushion box. Okay. Yeah, we don't want to hydraulic press that. Can I move this thing? No. But I can press F to activate. No. Huh. Fair enough. Alright. Damn, I have a lot of money. I was kind of really hoping they would have at least, like, something. Some acknowledgement for squishing yourself. But, I guess there's no escape from capitalist hell. Can I actually pick this thing up and move it? No. Damn, that's huge. Oh, have I picked anything else up? Nope. Yeah, let's just keep doing cash registers until the game decides that I should do something else. Okay, other thing I want to look at is what's the trajectory on a cash register? It's actually really high. I just don't know what I could do with it, is the main thing. God, that's convenient. Yeah, I can just eat things from, like, wicked far away. For better and mildly for worse, sometimes. Okay, 27,000. So, I do have the very silly option. I make so much money here that maybe I do this. Okay. So the reason why I want to do this, we're going to fill 3 of these simultaneously. We have the Mega Combo, which is worth a lot. Like, it multiplies every other bonus by 3. I'm going to fill up just a couple of these, like 3 of these crates. Now, the one other option I do have is this one full? Yeah, this one is very full. Well, mostly very full. You can definitely fit this last cash register comfortably. Other consideration I have is the large, like the wide duck chute might actually be too big and is giving them too much leeway. I might want to limit it down, squish everything over by 1. Because if this was the bounce corridor, just down this direction, that might work better. I'll think about it. The universe owes us dividends. I really want to play a sci-fi, like, tabletop RPG at some point where, like, I know capitalism is, like, often the primary antagonist or, like, one of the main antagonist-y things for a story. But, like, I do kind of like the idea of an alien race or something whose entire guiding ethos is that the universe owes them money for some slights, real or imagined, and they're out to extract it at all costs. Let's see, do I want to get... Yeah, let's get 3... No. That's more like 6 little panels and 1 big panel at the very least. Oh, we got an upgrade. For luck? Next level luck? Sure. Okay, tools, panels. Well, actually, 1, 2. 1, 2. I think that might actually be enough. These are just easier to manage. See, I'm just going to put that there. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, we just want to make sure that this is like a tighter line, so I don't have quite as much loss. I don't think I want to make it narrower than 3, though. grab those. I almost feel like the universe owes us money, and we're going to make it pay as like a thing. It almost feels like the Chaos Dwarf version of the League of Votan, which is like weirdly niche, and I hope at least an amount of you understand what the hell I'm talking about. Where's that other big panel? It just disappeared? No, shut up. No, it's okay, I can buy another big panel. Yeah, because I cleared things up, we have a much easier time. There we go. Nice and tidy. Tidier. I can grab this. We're just gonna line these up. I know I'm doing a lot of like unnecessary work for potentially shoving boxes of cash registers around, but hey man, if I can use this to set up like one hell of a super chain bonus, then I'm doing it. I think what we might want to do to kind of prime it is actually go over to the other side and auto a bunch of regular ducks to boost my chain combo as much as we can. This is nonsense. I love it. Like, I was assuming I was just going to make a factory, but no, I'm currently trying to just, like, break the mechanics. That's good enough, actually. Yeah, we're at a chain 13, which is good enough for me, assuming it doesn't run out. Damn it, it did. Okay. So, putting that one thing vertical didn't work the way I wanted it to. Okay, screw it. Got a mega combo for a little while. I don't know what that's gonna do. 120,000 bonus. Yeah, I think the chain multiplier would have been really good. Well, what have I unlocked? Panel, broom, cushion. Absorbs impacts. Products land softly. Okay, so the reason for this is so I can potentially replace all of these at the end with cushion panel. Yeah, so I'm going to need 6 of them. Because yeah, having these line the end here is actually going to be extremely helpful. And now, no, there's always going to be use for these things. There we go. Remaining cushion panels. Come on, man. It wasn't even a particularly tight corridor. Where'd the other cushion panels go? Unfortunately... Oh, that's why I haven't been able to crouch until now. Excuse me. The idea of crouch being on control, it makes sense. But I hate it. Okay. I don't know where those other cushion panels went. Oh, this is one. Oh, they don't have the... Got it, got it. There we go. This is another one. Yeah, if they're face down, it's a little hard to tell. There we go. Is this the last one? Yeah, this is the last one. Perfect. Okay, so hopefully that's going to make this a little easier. Yeah, because they hit the cushion panels and stop. I mostly want to see if any of them hit this section here. If they do, it's rare. And once we get the big fans, okay, yeah, so some of them do spin out. I might be able to do something about it, but not often. There we go. I guess we just keep that on the bottom for now. Okay, back to this. I just want to routinely come by and clean up the ducts. And unfortunately, we're not getting the mega combos too often here because of how I've set everything up. And that's honestly fine. There's things that I could do to facilitate it, but like, we already make tons of money. Yeah, the extra throw distance on this is lovely. Okay. Set this up again. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what other potential combos I could do to make this work. The big one is, I mean, honestly, getting this to just go faster would be lovely. But getting to the point where we have, well, oh. So the problem I have with potentially doing auto cash register, unlike most other, or unlike the ducks, is that the cash registers don't physics in a fun way. They're stodgy assholes and it's annoying. Hopefully the next big product that they let me work with is round. Like, I don't know, silly to say maybe. I should stop doing that, just focus on getting it in. Hoping I can get a better view so I can kind of watch, but alas. The other thing to note is maybe I should figure out how to get these into some kind of... Well, okay. We have one really goofy idea, which is... We can't do it yet. I guess we could do it with the ducts. Change my entire duct system. Change my entire duct system so that the ducts are dropping. Like, they go up, and then they kind of drop down here through this, and I just have, like, a hell of a lot of bounces. I think I can still manage it, but I'm going to have to move this entire thing. And that's time-consuming, and I was hoping to at least get this to do something more interesting. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Damn it. Dang, physics objects. Absolutely can fit one more. Or at least it looks like it can. Hitboxes notwithstanding. There we go. Another nice part about this setup is the crates do actually block the ducks from getting out, which, like, is good. Kind of. I'll have to think about how I want to handle this one. If this is manual cash register workbench, then there is going to be an auto one. And the idea of that terrifies me. How's that? It's fine. I'm just gonna put this here. So, for this, I should have this equipped. What is the highest possible chain I can get to? Because yeah, this definitely is way faster than normal. This actually is good money on its own. Like, those bonuses are not bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna run this for a little bit, because, like, that is an option of just... That was only a 7,000. Well, do we think we're good? I've seen the chain get up to a 15 before, so I think we go for the 15. I don't think we're gonna get a mega combo due to how things are organized, but I think that's fine. Oh, there's another one. That was 18,000. Okay, large surface panel authorized. Frictionless surface authorized. Well, there's our answer. So we have large flat panel, maximum reach, minimum nonsense. It's just even bigger. So we also have slick panel. Small friction-free surface. Products slide across effortlessly. Grease not included. Okay, so the slick panel is exactly what you would expect. I'm gonna get one of the large panels, purely for structural. 60,000? Vegeta. Uh-oh. That's... They weren't kidding. This is actually what I would call impractically large. I'm actually just gonna put this over here. Yeah, I was expecting something that was like 50% larger than the level 2 panel. But yeah, that's so big I literally cannot work with it. So here's the problem. I do kind of need this to stay on grid. Let's buy an impractical number of these things. And get it to stay on grid. You know what? Actually, let's do opposite side. Currently, we have no reason to be on that side. There we go. And this potentially prevents ducks from getting further out. The reason why I want to do this is so that I'm going to make a slick chute. That can take the manual crafter. I should see if we have an auto crafter, but slick panel, I mean, frankly, if I was really committed, I would redo this entire thing to be slick. The only immediate problem is that is going to take a while. Because I wouldn't need nearly as many fans with the slick chute. Okay. That there. Oh, do we have another big panel? We do. What am I doing? One of the nice parts is I can... Well, okay. Nice part number one. We're not going to need as many panels for this. Probably. Nice part number two. Because we're not going to need to cover the tops. So, this does kind of conform to my idea of potentially... Oh, no. No, I think we're going to want to have it go straight in the top here. Like, open this up. And just dump things in that way, using slick chutes. I think what I will probably do is put slick panel here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. This is why I didn't get rid of these. Now, I could replace even the walls with slick paneling, but I think that's overkill. I guess the real question is how much friction is caused by a non-slick panel wall that one of these has to go by. Okay, well, big thing, number one, we no longer need these. We might never need them, period. Hard to say. I'll keep one of them around. Because, yeah, what I'm thinking is I might want to move both of these over a little so they're not blocking the deposit thing, because this sucks. Unfortunately, it's going to take a while. In retrospect, I actually didn't need those. I need... Let's... grab that. The one problem is the slick panels are slick constantly. Actually is going to make corralling them harder. Unless well, I don't know. I think it's fine. Bank files for bankruptcy, or fate files for bankruptcy. I like these anti-motivational speech. Are they anti? Evil corporate motivational speeches. Speeches? Saying? Phrases? Whatever you want to call it. It's charming. Like, these are the things that it feels like Elon Musk just wakes up and says to himself every day. You know what? No, I don't think he has nearly that much style. This is the thing. These are the things that Elon Musk wishes he could wake up to in the morning. This is the sort of stuff that Dr. Robotnik would say if he cared about capitalism at all. Near as far as I can tell, the dude is, has no semblance of an economic plan. Unless I'm wrong, I'd need to watch more, Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. I've never seen him acknowledge money, which is an interesting thing to think about. Is Dr. Robotnik a socialist? Sorry. Okay. So I just wanna see how this lands. So it goes there. Perfect. So we'll... Okay. We could probably actually make, like, some chutes and panels and stuff. Grab all the slicks first, and then get the rest. I think one of my problems with this is I really wish I could actually, wait, hold up. Oh, this is very funny. I was gonna say, I really wish there was some way for me to collect all of these together. There's a panel. You know, there's another thing I can do. It's probably more practical than this, which is just aiming for that corner and firing these off. They're slick, but they don't have complete lack of friction, because they do slow down and stop eventually. It's just really dang low. Because I like the idea of the magnet for this. But a number of the panels were just kind of flinging off into the sunset. And that's not amazing. Okay, grab these. This might be messy risky, but I want to give it a shot. Oh, that's interesting. They're flying. Whoop. Oh, no. Did I lock this in place like a goon? I did. Well, it had the intended effect. Oh. Okay, so the real answer is just that this level of broom is like bringing a jet engine where a leaf blower would do. Well, part of the reason why I want to do this kind of on this grid, 2 here, we'll have to go along the center, probably, is I don't know where the auto cash register is going to land, like where it's going to be placed in this, or whatever other things we have in this game that I'm going to have to manage. If I effectively have a giant network of slick panels and movement boosters, effectively, kind of chaining into one another, we can potentially have this whole thing just run fully on its own. Do we have a slick panel just go on an adventure? It doesn't look like it. I'm still having a couple of ducks come through there, so I should I should just panel the flooring. That would do the trick. Okay. So far, so mostly good. Because we didn't need to put this one here. There we go. Okay, and I have plenty of money. I mean, I don't anticipate running out of money at any point in this. It's just a matter of... There we go. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, so there is some small degree of friction with the slick panel. It's not a huge amount, but it is there. We'll have to see if the regular fans are enough for this. Otherwise, I just pile them up and send them down with a broom. Okay, so I'm going to need 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I think I'll just have this slope down, maybe. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So this is, there's the magnet. Wait, hold up. Okay, this is not working the way I wanted it to. It is, but it's almost more chaotic than I'd like. What I'm thinking is, Like, it works. I was really hoping I could fly on it, but the duct work is kind of in my way. Okay. Skip the magnet. The rest of this I think I can just toss. I may have too good of a throwing arm for this kind of thing. Okay, do we have any other panels lying around out here? I just want to keep this area somewhat clean. Okay. So, what I'm going to do next... Really big panel. Absolute monstrosity. I want to see is, can I get it just here? Really? No? Damn. You know what? That's good enough. This thing's freaking huge anyway. I don't know if there were any ducks that were popping out through that crack. Okay, I give up. I'll figure something else out on that one. Okay. Well, you know what? This is going to take longer than I'd like, so I guess I will see you all on the next episode of Project PITT, which I'm going to go record immediately after this. We're going to make a slick shoot, and then see just how slick that shoot is, and how effective it is at making infinite money. I've also noticed that my ducks are stuck. That's not a good, that's bad. Yeah, you can hear them, but I'm not getting any money. Where'd my broom go? Here it is. Okay. Yeah. This is why I was thinking maybe replacing some of this with slidey panels wouldn't be a bad idea either. That was a big combo. Mostly. Alright, well, anyway. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.